Hello, I'm James Corden and you are watching the Broadway.com show.
Welcome to the Broadway.com show, your weekly cheat sheet to all that's happening on the Great White Way, or as we like to think of it, the place that was bewitched by Into the Woods since before Lilla Crawford was born. What's the buzz, Paul?
From the We Always Knew This Would Happen But Are Happy It's Finally Official department is news that three-time Broadway.com Audience Choice Award winner Gavin Creel is joining Broadway's The Book of Mormon. Creel opened the national tour of the blockbuster as Elder Price back in 2012 and then premiered the show in London's West End, taking home an Olivier Award for his work. But now the Tony-nominated star is back, starting performances at the Eugene O'Neill Theater on January 6th.
You know what they say, the family that sings together stays together. Original off-Broadway stars Judy Kuhn, Beth Malone, Sydney Lucas, and Emily Skeggs will join the previously announced Michael Cerveris in the Broadway transfer of Fun Home. Joel Perez and Roberta Colindrez will also return to the cast, with Zell Morrow and Oscar Williams joining the production. Inspired by Alison Bechdel's graphic novel memoir, the Pulitzer Prize-nominated tuner has music by Janine Tesori and a book and lyrics by Lisa Crone. Directed by Sam Gold, Fun Home will move into the Circle in the Square Theater on March 27th.
As if Larry David's new black comedy Fish in the Dark could get any more star-studded, Rita Wilson, Ben Shankman, and Molly Ranson have officially joined the cast. They'll be appearing alongside Rosie Perez and Larry David himself in the new Broadway mounting this February. And the Seinfeld co-creator will be playing a character who is eerily similar to himself. Fingers crossed for lots of complaining, Gore-Tex, and maybe a chocolate babka.
Two new stars are getting ready to enter It's Only a Play. Two-time Tony winner Katie Finneran is replacing Megan Mullally as a super wealthy and super inexperienced producer, while Malik Pancholi of 30 Rock fame is stepping in for Rupert Grint as an insufferable yet genius director in the farce about theater people and the people who don't love them enough. Catch these stars and more at the Schoenfeld Theater starting on January 7th.
Well, colour us happy. The Pretty Woman musical is on its way to the stage. Legendary director Gary Marshall, who helmed the hit 1990 movie starring Richard Gere and Julia Roberts, has revealed that the adaptation is a year away. Marshall, producer Paula Wagner, and screenwriter J.F. Lawton are all working on the tuner, which is backed by Disney. No word yet on who's scoring the show, but hopefully they'll include Roy Orbison's classic title song. Pretty Woman, looking forward to you walking down the street that is Broadway.
Hi, I'm Lilla Crawford, and you're watching the Broadway.com show.
This weekend was a big one for Bradley Cooper, whose dream of starring in The Elephant Man on Broadway finally came true. In fact, the Broadway.com Audience Choice Award winner has been obsessed with the story of The Elephant Man since seeing the movie when he was 12 years old. So on opening night, we asked the cast and their friends what they were obsessed with when they were 12. Check it out.
I think I was just obsessed with animals. I was really, an animal lover.
Maybe being a cheerleader. That's the difference of us, okay?
I wanted to be a map maker. I wanted to be a cartographer, yeah.
I'm like nerdy Shakespeare thing. Or like Cinderella. There was an old-fashioned Cinderella.
I loved The Lady and the Tramp, this beautiful animated film about the dogs that fall in love. It was so gorgeous. Yeah, I loved that film.
I love Jerry Lewis movies. I thought he was the funniest thing in the world. I love that and fashion, so go figure.
Our tweet of the week comes from Les Mis star Will Swenson, who offered up some breaking news. Will writes, "Oh my gosh, you guys, guess what? Tonight, we did Les Mis totally live." That's right, Javert tells it like it is. We can get all excited about a live TV musical event once a year, but there's live theater 8 shows a week on Broadway, and it never gets old. You can follow this live musical performer at The Will Swenson.
This week's Hotshot is registering at least a 9 on the Heartthrob Richter scale, so we hope you're sitting down. Last week, we learned that Glee star and Broadway alum Darren Criss will join the TV special Backstage with Disney on Broadway, celebrating 20 years. And now we have our first look at the charmer rehearsing for his performance. As you can see, Darren has all the requisite things to make us swoon. Acoustic guitar? Check. Hipster glasses? Check. Perfectly tousled hair? Check. Be sure to catch the special, which will highlight all of Disney's Broadway musicals on December 14th on ABC.
Each week, we're teaming up with Culturalist.com to bring you a fun pop culture challenge. This week, after seeing Peter Pan fly on the small screen, we asked which long-running musical you'd like to see become the next live telecast. Broadway.com site producer Joanne Villani chose Hair as the musical she'd love to see on her TV screen. Here's what you guys picked. A chorus line: Hairspray, The Lion King, Mary Poppins, Pippin, Beauty and the Beast, The Phantom of the Opera, Rent, Les Miserables, and your number one pick, Wicked. Check back on Broadway.com this week for a new Cultural List challenge.
Hi, I'm Bernadette Peters, and you're watching the Broadway.com show.
Big thumbs up to the news that Gillian Anderson is looking to bring her Blanche Dubois to New York City in 2016. I caught this searing production of A Streetcar Named Desire, which played the Young Vic Theatre in London over the summer, on the big screen as part of the National Theatre Live movie screening series, and fell in love with Anderson's electrifying performance, which is completely modern and unlike any Blanche I've ever seen. Forget 2015, 2016 is already shaping up to be an awesome year.
Thumbs down to the Grammy Awards for freezing Idina Menzel out of the nominations. Yes, the Oscar-winning Let It Go was nominated for Best Song Written for Visual Media, but where was Menzel's nod for her vocal performance? To add insult to injury, the show she is currently headlining on Broadway, If Then, wasn't nominated for the Best Musical Theatre Album Grammy. We are not impressed, National Academy of Recording Arts and Sciences. The Broadway belter deserved better.
Our star of the week is the utterly appealing Alison Williams. The Peter Pan Live headliner had a lot riding on her musical debut. NBC's well-oiled hype machine, hate watchers all a-Twitter, and of course the high expectations of audiences everywhere. So what did Williams do? She charmed us by doing a flat-out terrific job. Sure, her British accent might have needed a bit more coaching, but she sang and soared and made us clap, tweet, and believe. Bravo, Allison. You're our star of the week.
Last week, we asked you which show creator you're more excited to see join his big musical on the Great White Way. John Cameron Mitchell in Hedwig and the Angry Inch, or Sting in The Last Ship. Well, the results are in, and JCM stood tall in those platform boots with 95% of the votes. Don't worry, Sting. You're a newly minted Kennedy Center honoree, and that ceremonial rainbow ribbon looks great on you. This week, we got a brand new trailer for the film adaptation of Jason Robert Brown's The Last 5 Years, starring Jeremy Jordan and movie musical goddess Anna Kendrick. And we can't stop watching. Seriously, we haven't been this obsessed with the trailer since, oh yeah, the one for Pitch Perfect 2. So we gotta know, after Into the Woods of course, which Kendrick-led tuneful flick are you most excited to see? Pitch Perfect 2 or The Last 5 Years? Tweet your vote to @BroadwayCom with the hashtag #BWaySmackdown and tune in next week to find out the winner.
Thanks for watching this week's episode of the Broadway.com show. But before you go, we can't get enough of the amazing new trailer for The Last 5 Years movie starring Anna Kendrick and Jeremy Jordan. Check it out and we'll see you guys next week.